It's time for me to stop with the fucking phone here. Because now it's gonna sit here, ring, and annoy the fucking shit out of me. I don't feel like dealing with that. I'm here to tell stories, eat some spicy ass noodles. Yes. That's what I'm going to do with that. Because people obviously don't respect what it is that I'm doing here. What I'm doing is eating spicy noodles. I picked these up yesterday when I went out and picked up hot sauce, which later on today I'm going to do another shots of chaos because I have 3 new hot sauces that I only tried on tacos. I'm going to try them on chicken. They were pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was pleased with the flavors. It made me want to try more black truffle hot sauces. Makes me want to maybe try making a black truffle hot sauce. I haven't quite decided yet. But I have decided that I'm going to eat some of these noodles. Now, I saw them in Walmart. It's the closest grocery store, people. You know, the opposite direction. It's a long ass walk. I'll walk there maybe Tuesday. But they had Nissin. It's a brand I know. I've had them before, you know. Hot and spicy. FIREWOK, it said. I was like, oh shit, let me take a look at that. Molten chili chicken flavor with other natural flavors. And then they had 6 chili peppers. So I looked at the other ones to see, you know, if this was supposed to be some rating or they just do chili peppers in this part of the picture. But it actually has something to do with the spicy index, right? So this is like top spicy. Spicy beyond the other spicy ones. Top spicy. So I figured, fuck that. I'm gonna pick these up and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna try them. And I'm gonna tell people whether they're good or not. Now, I find that the best flavors, at least in my opinion, with the spicy stuff is like chicken and shrimp. Those just go well with super spicy. I'm not really big on the super spicy beef stuff. Yeah. You know, but the chicken and the shrimps, chicken being the best one for super spicy, just has a, I don't know, has a way of going down that just is good. Anyway, it came with a fire sauce packet included, which I've already mixed them up, made them. They're nice. See, what I like about these so far already is it reminds me of the Bulldogs, and it's not watery, but they've got that flavor. Just, you can see it just sitting there waiting. It's waiting for you. It's gonna ambush your taste buds. You know, they're gonna be walking home from a nice day out at the restaurant, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Then, bam, fucking flavor and spicy hotness is just gonna beat it upside the back of its head before it even knows what happened to it. I like the flavor. I like the consistency of the noodle. I did it exactly how they said, you know, 5 minutes. Now it took 1 minute. Then stir in the ingredients. Ooh. Well, I mean, the spoon is pointless. It's pointless. There's absolutely no need for it. All the flavor is like wrapped around these noodles, like it's being hugged. Hugged by flavor. Now, as far as heat, I mean, for a normal, average, everyday, not used to eating hot, spicy food person, you'll probably struggle with this if you put the fire packet in, right? You have the ability to obviously do it without the fire packet, which I think is sort of like some type of pepper extract. Similar in the scope that it's supposed to be like a tincture, but not anything like a tincture. Like I put a little bit on my tongue just to, get a taste for how hot. And not just how hot, but like what kind of hot are they going with? I like hot, not, burn my tongue numb with acid. That's not hot. That's just trick your tongue into believing something that's not really happening. Okay, once again, consistency is good. I like the spice. They're hot, but I mean, I'll be honest with y'all. I can eat really hot stuff without the same problem that the average person will have. Think of me like let's just say, and this is for other guys who do this too. We're like chili superheroes, right? You got people like Johnny Scoville, Tommy Scoville. They're like the Magnetos and Xavier, Dr. X. They have their respective groups, all out for the same thing, protecting the chili pepper. But everyone has their own idea of chili pepper, how it should be presented to the world. Some believe tinctures, some believe challenges, some believe hot sauce. Some believe peppers themselves should just be eaten. It's hot, it's all. Right? Now, personally, I'm renegade. Just kind of running around, watching. I think it's just damn cool. The story's told. Well, a conglomeration of spices came to talk about what was happening. There's too much hot sauce. Too much great hot sauce, actually. Spicy noodles were everywhere. You remember when you could only get 2 or 3? And then you found out that there was a world of noodles beyond the regular Manchu ramen you're used to in the grocery store. Like, I remember when I saw all the different fucking varieties of noodles, I was amazed. I felt like I was in an amusement park. All about noodles. I want a store that's all they have. That's it. Nothing else. And not just any noodles, people. Not just any noodles. Not just any noodles. You know what I'm gonna say, don't you? If you don't, well, you'll find out shortly when I take another bite. They have to be ramen. Spicy ramen. Noodles, preferably. Not soup. I don't want my spicy watered down. I want it to stare me in the face. Mad, angry. Good afternoon, Millie. How are you? I'm having hot and spicy FIREWOK molten chili chicken noodles. I'm kind of telling silly stories in between bites. I was up late last night, or earlier this morning, however you hop on the seesaw. Remember those fucking things? When I was a kid, you go to the park, right? And they would have that one side where the tire it was supposed to bounce off of wasn't quite bouncing anymore. So when you landed, you fucking tore your tailbone up. You never wanted that side, you know? You never wanted that side. But you know how it was. Girl grabs the other side, you're not gonna make her get off. Now, two dudes are fighting over this shit. Usually somebody gets punched until they get off. Or you just push them off, depending on how big they are, right? But if it's a girl, you don't let her have her way. And she knows this. She knows it. She knows you have a crush on her and everything, right? So she purposely does some mean shit. I've had it happen to me before. It was terrible. Obviously, as one is down, one is up. It's the way the seesaw works. Too much weight on one end, obviously, you go crashing to the ground. Well, yeah. That happened to me, you know. I guess the girl was embarrassed. One of her friends came over and whispered in her ear. At the time, I didn't know what they were talking about. I have no idea. I would learn afterwards. She hopped off that fucking seesaw so fast. Now, mind you, I'm already way up at the top. Like, it was cool. We used to do this. Like, hold one up there, and then, you know, whatever. She just left. Came straight down. Wow! Ah! My ass bone. Roll off the seesaw into the sand. Hurting. Mad about it. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? You know, you're thinking to yourself, maybe something bad happened. Like, she didn't do it to purposely hurt you. You know, she did it. Maybe she had to go to the bathroom, or she got bad news. Called to the office, whatever, something like that. These are spicy noodles, but I mean, compared to some of the things that I've eaten, they barely register on my tongue's heat scale. But that's not to say they're not hot. Please, people, please don't go out and try some shit like this and be like, well, he inhaled them like they were fucking Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. I drink hot sauce. I drop tincture. I had capsaicin infused. It said spicy noodles with Omen. Oh shit, I thought maybe it said something else. Oh. Yeah, me and my cousin were live yesterday. Like, we didn't go on till late. He was busy talking in the kitchen about tacos. Excuse me, which I'm gonna make more, but not in the traditional sense of taco. I got more hot sauce. I got it yesterday, and I just had it on the tacos. And, oh God, it was so fucking good. But I'm thinking, you know what? It was the tacos that made the hot sauce. So I have to try it and see if it's the reverse way, right? You know, so I gotta make some, you know, some chicken tenders. Got chicken breast, slice it up, bow, a little salt, pepper, nothing major. Just I want the crustiness of chicken to be graced with the hot sauce, because I got this Melinda's, right? Black truffle hot sauce. I might just get up and you'll see me walking back and forth. I'll probably be frying up some chicken in the background. You know, why not? When I get hungry is when I and shit like that. Like, I had cereal at 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, would you consider that early breakfast or a late snack? You know, time is relative. It's relative. I say so because check this out, right? What happened? I was smoking this stuff before I went to sleep. I had this crazy ass dream. It was weird in the way that I remember it very vividly. Very vividly. And I usually don't remember my dreams because most of them are usually nightmares. But dead fucking serious, I'm not making this up, right? I'm inside my inner ear. You know, that spirally shit. I'm running outside of it and I'm freaking out because I don't know why I'm there. Like, somehow this is interesting and exciting to me. So I'm running out of my inner ear, like, oh, and it's like beautiful colors. Like, just imagine all the colors that you like, mixed in patterns that you love. It was visually soothing, right? It was so soothing, like the way the colors, like, it's one day when I am better at digital art, I will actually show you the way this colors, the way they blended. Because it wasn't like all from one end of the spectrum to the next. It was like random, except it wasn't. It was very deliberate, but it looked random. And when you look at it from a whole fall back away from it thing, because that's what happened. I jumped out my ear and like fell out backwards, like ah. And then everything, the whole sky, just everything around was these colors. And the way they were lined up, it was almost like they were speaking to me. I know this sounds crazy. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. And I saw it in my head, so you can understand it. So I'm falling backwards. And normally, when I fall in dreams, I panic because I hate that sensation of protected, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, it was like I was on something and it was falling, and it and me weren't going to be hurt because this whole entire world I was in was just these colors. There were people and stuff, but it was the colors. It was the way the sky looked. It was the way the backgrounds looked. Like, you know how when you look out into a green landscape and you see trees with the leaves individually blowing? No, my brain just saw a wall of these undulating, changing, living colors without the tree shit. Just living colors. Just to coin a fucking stupid phrase. But that's what it seemed like in my brain. Just minus the things that make the colors. So it's just like a world of these interesting colors blending, pulsating, and undulating. And I was just falling into it, and it felt warm and great. And I woke up, and it was like, oh shit. Then fucking Ramses came out here and tried to, you know, take my remote and shit. F and RMF ratings, and she's told me shit that just doesn't make any sense, but then it makes sense. It's weird. It's weird. So I'm skeptical, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out if it's more to it than there is. Now, I was informed that somebody actually that was living here before my cousin lived here died here. She says that dude would be turning the stove on. Now, I be hearing shit at night, and I always assume it's just Camilla, right? But as you can see, well, you can't see, but Camilla and little Ramses get along just fine. Like, he's over there with her right now, not doing kid shit. And they'll double team me, and it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? It's really bad because, like, he'll just jump up on the couch, he'll attack my feet, he'll like hold my mouse hostage so I can't do anything with it. But like, he just is got a lot of energy. A whole lot of energy. It's just a great amount of energy. And he plays with her. Like, I'll see him over there on the wall. There's nothing on the wall. And I've done the little flashlight thing, trust me. Who doesn't do that with cats? Everyone does. It's like, oh, watch them go freaking ballistic, chasing light. And we wonder why cats are dicks. Like, have you ever thought about it? Like, why are they such dicks? Why do they go around doing dickhead shit? Because we're dicks to them being dicks, right? Think about it. You taunt them with string. You never let them have it. You think it's hilarious. Like, you don't know. They could be fucking frustrated. Like, I really wish you would stop moving the fucking string. Fuck you. I'm done with this. And they leave and they go lay down somewhere. And you're thinking they're being antisocial. But it's not that. They're not antisocial at all. They're anti being fucked with by fucking people. You know, I can relate. That's like, you know, somebody purposely pushing your buttons. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to, I'm gonna do this right here, see? Because This is really getting on my nerves. I'm gonna turn my phone off. So now it's off. Can't continuously disturb me. That's quiet and peace. Peace and quiet, you know. Same thing, back and forth and back. But back to the dream and the colors and things. That's what I was even talking about. I don't even fucking remember anymore. No, the cat. Right? Us being dicks to cats. That's what I was saying, right? So imagine this. Like, I've maybe told this story once before, but I'm going to tell it again for the people who have never heard it. It's the story of Oscar. And it's just a short snippet. You know, he never forgot when my little brother threw his ass in the bathtub. He never forgot it, I'm telling you. You know, we think of ourselves as these higher life forms. Animals are just primitive creatures. They don't remember anything. Elephants, they remember. How do we know what elephants remember or don't remember? We don't live around elephants. We do live around cats and dogs, though. You know? And I think a lot of the time, we don't give them enough credit for, you know, what they do. Like, come on, dogs know what grass is and the difference between grass and concrete and your front porch and the backyard. They know this. They know it. They have you fooled into believing that they don't know where to take their shit. You know what I'm saying? And you clean it up. Like, come on. Let's think about this from their perspective. I'm just saying, maybe I'm way off, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Sometimes you just look at their faces and they're just like, I got these motherfuckers eating out of my fucking paw. You know, they hang out together in the yard. They're talking to their friend. Do you think the kennel's like a bad place for them? No, they're getting kibbles and bits. The best fucking dog food, unless it's a shitty place. But I'm talking about the good ones. You know, you go on vacation, you pay like $1,000 for like 3 days for your dog to be pampered. It's like Club Med for dogs, and they're chilling over there. Everybody's barking, sitting there yelping and shit, doing dog stuff. Right? Getting massages. Bam! I got this fucking kink in my neck, says the pit bull to the chihuahua. You got like little waiters and waitresses giving them fucking doggy treats and great dog water and milk, you know, Avion special, you know, all that good stuff that they love. All that good stuff. They're sitting out there loafing it up, lounging it up, right? Having a good time. Then, you know, you come back home and, you know, and that whole wonderful thing that they had going on, now it's outside all day. Get out, go outside, run around the yard, dig up holes and things, dog. Guard us. That's what we got you for. We didn't get you here for love. Now the dog's mad, you know. Just goes and digs up your yard, chews up shit, chews up your shoes, chews up your homework, eats it. You know, you gotta tell your teacher the dog swallowed it. And they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. Then they go home and the dog swallowed their homework and shit. It's bad, it's terrible. It's what happens. You know, it's what happens. These noodles were good. Like I said, if you are not a chili head or not used to hot, spicy things, I would not get it. But if you're looking for an experience in flavor and heat, try them out. Try them out. Now, yesterday, I picked up 3 hot sauces, 2 from the same company called Walker's Wood. Now, I believe they were supposed to have a hot sauce that somebody suggested that I couldn't find it, and I'm not going crazy on a quest for this one bottle of hot sauce. I apologize if I thought that I was going to do that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. What I will do is in my travels, if I happen to see it, I'll grab it. I'm potentially going to New York next week, so there's an opportunity there for me to find hot sauce of a nature more exotic, closer to the Caribbean islands. A flavor quite delicious. A flavor unlike any other that you've ever tasted. One which leaves most taste buds yearning for more, crying in agony as they long for the taste to be splashed upon them. The taste that they know only so well to bring them to the ecstatic ecstasy of exquisite, unparalleled harmony. You say, what is this you speak of? What can taste so delicious? Well, if I tell you, let's just say those men walk into the back of your room with the black masks. Well, if I tell you, they will have to kill you. They will kill you. This is important stuff. I mean, why would I share my knowledge of things spicy with you? It'd be nice if I could keep this list, but it doesn't seem to want to do what I want it to do, and it's making me frustrated, I say. Frustrated. I tried several times. Many in failure. Ask the questions that need to be asked. I've heard the bullshit answers. Google it. Yes, heard that one. To me, is very dismissive. I remember one time I was walking down the street. Someone said, "Oh my God, can you call the police? I'm in trouble." I said, "Why don't you Google it?" He said, "That doesn't even make sense. It's not even within the context of what I'm asking you to do, sir." And I said, "No, it's not at all in the context. It never is. Google it." What would happen if there was no Google? Maybe you didn't pay your internet bill. Your phone is off. You just can't Google it. Whatever happened to the transfer of information from one human being to another human being? It's called teaching. Somehow, we have forgotten the basic fundamentals of human learning. Human learning, not this crap that's being shoved in the faces of people now. What are you, a fucking cyborg being programmed? No, you're humans. At least that's what we thought. Oh, did we find out later that that was not the case? It's an experiment gone wrong for too long. Too long. Nobody understood what was happening, and those who did would not share the information necessary to change the course of human destruction. They just weren't going to do it. They were taking joy. Joy in the suffering of many for the pleasure of a few. Yes, we've all heard this story before. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. But let me tell you what happened in this realm, dimension beyond one that we've ever seen. The parallel was not one that you would expect. It wasn't simply poor people being poor, not affording services and such. No, poor people were completely and totally just wiped away from human existence. In the sense of, they were there, yes, but they weren't considered humans. And when you don't consider something human long enough, it's no longer human. The poor stopped speaking. There was no need for speaking. No one listened to what they said. No one understood help us. Most of them had too much pride to ask, and therefore, one by one, you'd see whole slums turn into even worse slums. No longer was there a need to communicate between one another. The needs, wants, desires. It was simple, primal rage. I want, you have, I take. Bam. Done. This went on for a long time, back and forth. They would do this till the weak were destroyed, leaving only the most brutal of the scattered remnants of humanity left. Walls were built to protect those with the money from those without. But you can only do that for so long. Pretty soon, those outside the gates realized that they were fighting for scraps. Scraps. Took one guy. He had seen the life of those inside the walls. Food in abundance. Nobody died over scraps of human flesh that had been rotting for days. I mean, he saw food, bird, mammal, fish, food, vegetables, grains, fucking bread, food, corn, butter, milk, sugar, cereal, food. His mind was blown. I mean, he just stood there for like maybe 2 or 3 days, just trying to take all this in, that inside simply these walls that have been there for God knows how many hundreds of years was more than those within the walls could even fucking eat in a lifetime. Meanwhile, they're eating each other. They're eating their kids. They're eating their children's children from time to time. You know, you didn't ask your parents to babysit for you back then, especially if they were eager to do it. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, sure, I'll watch Junior. Watch him simmer in this pan. I've been waiting. I wonder how fat he's gotten. Oh yes, some potatoes au gratin. Now, I know what you're all saying. This guy is crazy to, you know, cannibalism and shit. But I'm just asking you this. It's one of those questions. What are you gonna do? Right? I mean, the planet's climate is changing. Forget that, we're poisoning the earth with chemicals. Pretty soon, viable land is not gonna be. We're just not gonna have it, people. I mean, I'm trying to come up with something that's gonna change that. And it will if it works. Trust me, it's very simple. We can still save ourselves. So, do we want to? Well, not in this world. They didn't. They were happy eating each other. They were happy eating each other. They were happy eating each other, while those on the inside of the wall would occasionally dog scraps that would make them fight amongst each other. Even more. And like, the thing was, there was just enough. There was just enough that they could have enough for each of each other, instead of trying to take it all for one. Because then the shit they were hoarding would end up rotting and causing disease and pestilence and shit. They get these fucking plagues because these fuck faces not having refrigeration would think that they're gonna like put meat in a dark, dank place. And they would get mold, spores would be in there, they'd open this shit up. Poof, fucking diseases everywhere. Mutant rats running the streets, fucking gnawing off legs, kids snatched up in the middle of the night by fucking bandit raccoons. I mean, it was goddamn craziness. Wombats in Australia, if you live by there. Koala bears, not your friend. Not your friend. Jumping out the trees, mauling the shit out of people. The spores and things, I'm telling you, I'm trying to get you to understand how things work in this dimension. You think it's a fucking joke. You really think it's a joke, and I'm not joking. I'm not fucking joking. I've fucking been there. It's crazy. Inside this fucking wall, man, everything you could possibly want and need. But they took away what we needed. And they gave us instead what we didn't want. And we killed each other for it. Oh, we murdered each other. Murdered. They laughed. Till that one day, well, he who stood outside their window saw the wall, shocked to a coma for 2 days, standing there. Well, he decided that he wanted what was on the other side of that fucking wall. And if he couldn't have what was on the other side of that fucking wall, well, they weren't gonna have what was on the other side of that wall. He remembered the days he ate his brothers and sisters, his mother asking questions about where the siblings are going. He's got a little pinky finger hanging out of his fucking mouth trying to hide it. Meanwhile, his counterparts are growing up with their siblings on the outside, not in his sandwiches. He couldn't take it anymore. He snapped. I remember the day he led the fucking charge. He riled us up. He had us eating, ready. He went to the largest of the warlords. The biggest one everyone feared the most. He slayed him quick. Fucker got fat eating all the fucking meat he was stealing and not sharing with anybody else. Got so fat, ended up with diabetes and shit. Died pretty much from a heart attack. When, 2-day coma dude went to go see him. He told the fucking tribes, he said, listen, you stupid slack-jawed sons of fucking bitches, they've got goddamn food for fucking days on the other side of this wall. How am I the only one who knows this? How? Well, they have guns and bombs and things. Guns and bombs, well, make them fucking use them. Who fucking cares? Anything is better than this. I ate my fucking brothers and sisters, you stupid sons of fucking bitches. You mean to tell me you know they've had food over this fucking wall the whole fucking time? And we've been eating each other? Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck them and their fucking bombs. I'm not going in there to eat. I'm going in there to fucking kill everything. Everything. If you want food, you guys can come along. But I'm going in there. In fact, fuck you. How did you guys know this all this time? No one ever tried? Ever? They have tanks, metal machines, shoot, cannonballs, guns, bullets. I know what the fuck guns and bullets are, you stupid bitch. Not retarded. Neither are the rest of us. We're just fucking idiots and sheep. Wake the fuck up. They're eating magnificently. And there's less of them than there are of us. Like them, we don't have entertainment. The entertainment we have is pretty much pillaging and raping shit. I'm about tired of all the pillaging and raping. I'm done with it. I'm tired of pillaging and raping a bunch of broke ass motherfuckers. There's nothing to get from it. Same ugly goddamn same scraps of meat that I just robbed from you, you'll rob from the guy who robs it from the other guy later. And by the time somebody gets to eat this nasty, disgusting meat, it's fallen on the ground, been trudged through fucking gasoline, kerosene, whatever else, falls in the water, something else gnaws on it, and then you get it back home and it's fucking useless. And this is what we've been fighting about for the past 100 fucking years, and they've been over that goddamn fucking wall with food for days? Why are you so angry? I don't understand this. You're being angry is not changing anything. I mean, it's what it is. It fucking happens. It doesn't happen. You let it happen. You let this happen. Why did you let this happen? He slew him. Chopped his head right off. He was not happy about that shit. He couldn't understand how one could just let shit go on like this for 100 years. He ate his brothers and sisters. Ate them. Killed them. Stalked them. Beat them in the fucking head. Dragged them into the fucking woods. Bisected them. And fucking ate them. All of them. He was hell-bent. There's just no way anybody was going to survive the wrath. There was no way. Some of us went with him. We thought maybe we could change his mind. There was no changing his mind. None whatsoever. He was not to be stopped. Some tried to reason with him. There was just no reasoning. Immediately, when he left for his quest of doom and destruction, well, let's just say his first stop was a nursery school. I'm not going to say what happened. It was heinous. Heinous. The type of thing that gives you nightmares. It gives your nightmares. Your nightmares have nightmares because of the nightmare-inducing nightmare that you'll have from the scene of an absolute nightmare. People, I'm telling you. Hug your children tonight. Keep them close. Love them. Love them. Feed them. Remember, that time comes. Maybe one day it does. There may be someone who's looking from the outside of the wall that you've set up there. You won't be thinking about things the way you and I think about things. You'll be food to them. Delicious, tasty, morsels for grilling, shish kebabbing, skewering, barbecue, mesquite, applewood smoked, like bacon, or chicharrones, some plantain. Yes. Fried rice, beans, and rice with vegetables like cabbage stew with carrots, a little bit of gravy. No need for meat necessarily. Just don't give me any plant-based meat and call it meat. Don't call it meat. Just call it vegetable stuff. That's all you have to do. It doesn't have to be called meat. If you're not actual vegetable, then whatever. But don't plant-based. The fuck does that even mean? Burlap is plant-based. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it comes from some type of plant. So just because you say plant-based doesn't make it seem more, oh yeah, plant-based. It could be bark. Trees are plants. Okay? Tell me exactly what plant it comes from. I want to know. Probably the same fucking plant y'all make everything out of now anyway. Soy. Soybeans. One of these fucking days, people are gonna turn to goddamn soybeans. They'll be like, oh my god, she's pregnant. Sir, Maury Show is calling. Oh, I'm the chase of 13-year-old soybean junior. John, you're not the father. I didn't think I was. It's a fucking soybean, motherfucker. How am I gonna be the goddamn father? Man, just go along with it. Shut the fuck up, motherfucker. I'm doing the goddamn show. Shit. Listen. Sometimes my brain just wanders aimlessly throughout the cosmos. Then there's times when it's stuck in one place. Like now, I want chicken. I want chicken so I can taste more hot sauces. Yes. Yes. Hot sauce, chicken. I don't know if it's because Mr. McNasty was asking me about fucking chicken and hot sauce earlier. That's probably what it is. If I think about it, that's exactly what it is. But that's not why I want chicken and hot sauce. I want chicken and hot sauce because I love chicken and hot sauce. It's the best. It's the best combination. You guys have a great fucking day. You know, it's 2 o'clock. You should go out and do a little something. I think I will too.